Hey Google, is it fructus or fructus?
Sorry, I'm not sure how to help.
You don't know shit. You don't never know shit. Fructus. Fructus. Fruck all y'all. Fruck you, Hanny, for coming up with these weird names, you know. Fruck everybody, you know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. The fruck you looking at? I've been out here. Fruck the other side, you know what I'm saying? Fructus. 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 Sound like a Baltimore club song. It could be a Baltimore club song. Fruit you. All hail a beard, it's your boy Big Beard B, and we back for another edition of Big Beard Business. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Today is Sunday, which means we are back for yet another weekly fragrance rotation video. And as promised, we have two. We got a double decker. Week number 60 and 61 are here for you today. If you're new to the channel, what we do today is we talk about the fragrances that I wore this week or the past week. We talk about the compliment factor or lack of compliments. We talk about the weather and anything else of importance. But most importantly, you comment down below and you let me know what you wore this week. So let's do it. So on Sunday, I kicked off the week with the fragrance from Alexandria Fragrances, and this is a newer one to my collection. This one is called Deep Blue. Listen, I got this one in, I don't know, maybe like a month and a half ago, and this one is a dope fragrance. I went with 5 sprays of this one. It was 81 degrees and I got 2 compliments. I believe this one is a remake of Mason Francis Kirk John fragrance, and this one is dope. This is the Extrait de Parfum and it performs like a champ. So on Sunday, Deep Blue. On Monday of week number 60, I pulled out Initio Parfums Rehab. We had a cooler day on Monday and I was indoors majority of the day, so I decided to go with a fragrance that makes me happy. And this is one that does that on a consistent basis. I went with 5 sprays, got 2 compliments, and this one has been in my collection for almost a year, and I've put a dent in this thing here. You probably heard me talk about it more than you wanted to, but it's a nice one. On Tuesday of week 60, I had a meeting, so I knew I was going to be in close proximity with a few people, so I decided to wear something that was professional and also smelled good, at least in my opinion, and that one was Creed's Green Irish Tweed. I went with 4 sprays on this one, but I did not get any compliments. I had about an hour or some change drive each way to and from, but I enjoy this one, man. I like it a lot. This one is one of my most complimented Creeds that I've talked about initially when I first started with these fragrance reviews, and I think this one is a dope. It's a staple for in the house and you need to have it in your collection. On Wednesday of week 60, I pulled out another Creed fragrance. This one was Himalaya. I did 4 sprays of Himalaya. I did not get any compliments, but this one is fine, man. It's okay. It happens to the champions, to the best of them, but it still smells great. It is what it is. Thursday, I was out and about filming some content and I reached for a fragrance and put it on by mistake. I did not actually mean to wear this fragrance. You know, you be talking, not paying attention. I wasn't really talking to nobody. Just being honest. But it happens, all right? I wore this one. This one is Creed's Millesime Imperial, and this is a solid fragrance. Like, I don't need to talk much more about this one. If you've seen it before, if not, then go back and check it out. I think this one was in the first ever weekly fragrance rotation video as well. Super solid fragrance from the house of Creed. Creed! Dope. On Friday, I pulled out Invictus Aqua 2018. I went with 4 sprays of this one, and I really wore it just because I wanted to. Like, I had the urge to wear Invictus Aqua, so therefore I did it. And sometimes that's what you got to do in life. You just got to go for it. I went with 4 sprays of this one. I got 0 compliments, but it doesn't matter because I felt like a champion at heart. And then on Saturday of week number 60, I went with the fragrance that I said was out of style and I got crucified for, but it's okay because I stand by my words. This one comes from the house of Terry Mugler, and this one is Ultra Zest. Now, if you haven't seen my video of fragrances that are out of style, you need to watch it because that's just my personal opinion, man. And you guys got all upset about it. I don't want you to get upset. I just want you to listen to what I thought and then right below what you thought. All right. I did 4 sprays of this one, and I got 1 compliment from the missus. She said, "You smell good. What do you have on?" I told her, and she was like, "I wasn't expecting you to say that." So I did have this one on, man. Ultra Zest on Saturday of week number 60. It was warm outside, and you know about this one. It's like this popsicle creaminess, orange, patchouli, nice fragrance. It's not bad. I like it still, but it's a little dated. So then we repeat. We go to week number 61, and as always, we had Saturday. So now we have Sunday, and I had a busy Sunday, and I kicked off the week just like I started it in week number 60. But this time, this fragrance comes from Alexandria Fragrances, but this one is Zion. This one is a solid fragrance. I went with 5 sprays on this one. I did not get any compliments, but as you can see, I put some dents in this thing. This one works, so I enjoy it. I like it. I like it a lot. I should reach for it more, but I have a lot of other stuff that I need to reach for that I don't. So therefore, I can only wear it when I can. On Monday of week number 61, it was 89 degrees, and I went with 8 sprays of Molecule 01. Yes, 8 sprays of Molecule 01. This is a solid fragrance. It's a little bit different, you know, so sometimes you love it, sometimes you hate it. All right, at least that's how it goes with me. I wore this out the house right before I left. The missus was like, "You got on Molecule 01, don't you?" And I was like, "Yep." Just like the guy on Storage Wars. Yep! Got on Molecule 01. It performed like a champ for me. I got 4 compliments with this one, and it wasn't overpowering. It generally isn't overpowering, but you can definitely smell it. I like it. It's growing on me more and more and more. And obviously, you can see that I wear it. On Tuesday, I wore a fragrance that I have a sample of. Well, had a sample of, because I can no longer find it, but I showed it in like one of these other videos, and this one is Invictus Legend. Okay, new release from Paco Rabanne. I wasn't quite sure how I felt about the fragrance, so before I left, she was like, "Hey, why don't you just take a sample?" And I was like, "No." She was like, "Take the sample." I was like, "No." She was like, "Take the goddamn sample." And I was like, "Okay." So she gave me the sample of it. I wore it throughout the day. I did not get any compliments with it, and oddly enough, I cannot remember the performance on it. Obviously, it's a little different when it comes from those sample bottles, man. So I wore that on Wednesday. Have nothing to report back to besides I got 0 compliments. On Wednesday, I did not wear anything. I was under the weather, as you know. On Sunday, I talked about it on a post. Said I couldn't post the video because on Sunday I was under the weather, and it carried over. On Wednesday, I spent the day on the couch with the missus. Therefore, I wore nothing but, I mean, I had clothes on. You guys, calm down, okay? Calm down. On Thursday, I wore another fragrance from Alexandria Fragrances, and I know when I say this, you guys are like, "B, how do you do this?" I wore this one by mistake, but I have a perfect explanation of why. So a few months ago, Hanny sent me these things in the mail, man, and I grabbed this thinking, I'm a bearded guy. This is what beard stuff looks like. I grabbed this thinking this was a beard product, and I got to that point where I was gonna put on my beard wax or beard balm, and I put this in my fingers, boom, grab something. I'm like, "Hey, what is this? Beard balm or beard wax? Let me check before I put it on." And I'm like, "Where is it? I don't see it." And it just happened to be a solid cologne, and I wasn't going to waste it, and I hadn't had any cologne on it yet, so therefore I rubbed this in. So I was like, okay, this is the first for me. I'm not sure what to do here. I'm not sure how long it's going to last. So what I did after that was I did 2 sprays of the original bottle, which is Fructus Virgins, okay, which is like the blend of Lost Cherry or recreation of Lost Cherry. I wore this. Now, what I will say is this performed like a motherfucking champ. And when I say this combination performed like a champ, that's exactly what I mean, man. I got 6 compliments and 2 requests for this fragrance. They're like, "Hey," in a text message, I should pull it up for y'all. Like in a text message, like, "Hey, I need this for me and my boyfriend." All right. So this was solid. All right. And I think what was even better about this is being able to reapply this throughout the day when I wanted to without, you know, smelling up a room. Not saying that it smells bad, but when you spray cologne in a specific area, people can smell it. If you're at work or at the office, that makes it quite difficult if you want to reapply. If you got to go out to your car, go to the restroom or something like that. But this one is very discreet. I just, boop, grab some, boom, reapplied, and then I'm back in business. I like that, man. I got a few of these too, and now that I know that they're not beard products and I can kind of just go about wearing them when I want to versus trying to include them into my beard regimen, I will go ahead and get that out to you guys. I think it's solid. And then finally, on week number 61, Friday and Saturday were the same for me. And what do I mean they were the same? Well, I got 0 compliments. I wore 2 different fragrances, one from the House of Banana Republic, which was number 90 pure white, and one from Maison Margiela. This one was Sailing Day, and I got 0 compliments either day. Key thing, I went 5 sprays each day as well. I reapplied on Friday. I did not reapply on Saturday. And the thing is here, these smell good. Good for hot weather. On Friday, it was like 97 degrees. I was like burning up in the car. You know when you first get in the car and like the leather's all hot? Terrible. All right. And then on Saturday, it was cooler than Friday, but still hot. But I did not get any compliments either day. So they failed me. You failed me, Colognes. But now that I'm thinking about this, man, I probably didn't get any compliments on Friday because I spent damn near all day watching Game of Thrones. If you follow me on Snapchat at Lord King Buck, then you already know this. But if not, let me explain. So 8 years later, okay, Game of Thrones has been out for like 8 years now, and I've never watched Game of Thrones until now, okay? And I have 82 episodes to get caught up with. But the missus is a real one. So she said, you know what? I'm going to hold off until you get through your 82 episodes of Game of Thrones before I watch the new season. So you guys don't tell me nothing because I'm trying to catch up and I'm way behind. All right? But now I can, you know that I won't die not knowing what Game of Thrones is all about. All right, so in week number 60, I have a tie between Deep Blue and Initio Parfums Rehab. It's just crazy, man. Alexandria Fragrances and Rehab take the top spots for week number 60 because they've tied. If you smelled both of these fragrances before, then let me know which one you think takes the cake. And then obviously on week number 61, I have a winner as well. And Alexandria Fragrances slightly edged out Molecule 01 once again. And the winning combination for week number 61 was Fructus Virgins, again, that Lost Cherry recreation. And it was a mixture between the solid cologne and more or less the spray. And I feel like the solid cologne is actually what did it because I reapplied throughout the day. And every time I reapplied is when the compliments came through. So that's what I have for you guys, man. Those are my winners. What won for you in week number 60 and week number 61? If you've been keeping track that long, kudos to you. All right. As always, I'm your boy, Big Beard B. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Tell a friend to tell a friend that we are back again. And hit the goddamn bell.